Oh my god, she's a weirdo.
Hello, 'tis I, Fat Cow. Before I go any further, let's agree on one thing, shall we? Foodie Beauty looks rough. Incredibly unwell. More unwell than she's ever looked before, in fact. So, that doesn't bode very well. Anyway, I woke up this morning and lo and behold, Milky Shay has, or Milky Chai, Shay? Shay's the Arabic pronunciation of tea. Milky, bless her. Hello, love. Uploaded a cameo that Foodie has done in the last couple of days. And there's all this speculation about where it's from, because it's green screened, which we knew would happen. So, before I proceed, let's watch a clip of it. And please forgive the quality. This was the quality we were presented with.
Hello, hello. It is me, Foodie Beauty. I'm guessing you probably wanted a cameo. Yeah, because you missed me. I really appreciate that. Just wanting to see what I'm up to and if I'm okay. And I appreciate that, Lacey. Yeah. Now, I can't really reveal too much on how I'm doing, but I don't know when I'll be back either, Lacey, to be honest.
So before I will delve further into the footage to prove, hopefully, where I think Foodie currently is, can we agree on one thing? The video has been flipped. The image we are seeing has been reversed. How do I know this? Body language. When Foodie is feeling under pressure or nervous or whatever, she adjusts her hijab with her left hand, like this. She always uses her left hand, unless her left hand is occupied, which it isn't in this video. Yet in this footage, it appears that she's using her right hand. So I would vehemently, strongly, with force, argue that the image should be flipped before we analyse it. So let's do that. Technology is wonderful, isn't it?
Hello, hello. It is me, Foodie Beauty. I'm guessing you probably wanted a cameo. Yeah, because you missed me. I really appreciate that. Just wanting to see what I'm up to and if I'm okay. And I appreciate that, Lacey. Yeah. Now, I can't really reveal too much on how I'm doing, but I don't know when I'll be back either, Lacey, to be honest.
Focus on this part of the cameo in particular, where the green screen failed. Well, what she did was she used chroma select, which means to select certain background colours to be used to remove the background. The problem is the car rest seat is the same colour as her hijab.
Just wanting to see what I'm up to and if I'm okay.
Now watch this clip of Foodie doing a live stream from the Temu mobile in Kuwait. Now allow me to present a snapshot from both videos side by side for comparison. Now this is not exactly concrete evidence, think of it what you may. I personally am of the opinion that this is relatively good evidence that she's still at least filming from the Temu car. As to where the Temu car is, we can only speculate, but there's a very good chance it's still in Kuwait. But I have always thought, I mean, always makes it sound like this thing's been going on for years, but it's only been a week or so, that Foodie was in Kuwait. Now everybody is saying, well, she wouldn't be that stupid to stay in Kuwait. Well, stupidity is not the issue that's in play here. The issue that is in play, or rather the personality disorder that is in play, in my opinion, is Foodie's oppositional defiant disorder. Now, anybody who has a rudimentary knowledge of psychology and of ODD in particular would agree that Foodie is the poster child for this personality disorder. The defiance in Foodie is huge. And this is why I don't think Foodie is in Canada or any other country apart from Kuwait, and also why Foodie is in Kuwait. Allow me to elaborate. If Foodie was in Canada, regardless, I know what you're going to say, that she is forbidden to film by her mother and by her aunt and at any of their domiciles. Foodie has shown, just now, by doing those cameos, that she is willing to do so in defiance too. But if she was in Canada and had access and the ability to do a cameo, you would bet your literal arse she would be on YouTube as well. She would be dying to get her side of the story across, absolutely gagging at the bit. Her need, her desire, her want, her defiance to put her side of the story down, to make things right in her opinion. Her defiance is so huge, it is barely surpassed by her need for food. It isn't first place, food is first, but it comes a very close second. If Foodie was in any country where she was allowed to work or allowed to take donations, you bet she'd be doing it. Even at the bequest, behest, whatever, of the absolute refusal and forbiddingness by her family to do so. She's just proved she will do it anyway. So if she's done it for this, why hasn't she done it for anything else? The very fact of the matter is Foodie not having attention, Foodie not back and forth with her beezers, Foodie not putting her story across, Foodie not making money to buy the food would not happen unless an authority greater than almost God forbid her to do such things, which leads to my she's in Kuwait theory. Again, using her ODD as alleged ODD in my opinion as evidence. The only thing that prevents somebody with ODD who has it to the degree that Foodie has, the only thing that would prevent her from going online is the law. The authorities, the fear of the repercussions, the actual serious, I can't talk myself out of this repercussions. She's already shown some defiance in making this cameo. She thinks she's being clever with the green screen. She lasted longer than I thought she would, but it's only the threat of law that would prevent her being online as we speak, or noticeably online. I mean, there's sock accounts, there's other ways that she can, keep an eye on things, but she must be chomping at the bit, gnawing at the carrot, eyeing the non-existent bulge of her non-existent husband, and longingly wish that she was enabled to, you know, at least interact with it on a certain level. And when I say bulge, I'm talking more of a pimple. But anyway, Foodie, in my opinion, based on her ODD, alleged, is in Kuwait. And the other thing is, again with her ODD, when this first broke, when this first came up, it was a Saturday, okay, and we know that the official documentation was being filed on Monday. Foodie went on Saturday and said basically this is a load of bollocks, who would do this over a kitten. She hadn't realised how serious this stuff was. By the time the seriousness of the situation would have occurred to our somewhat slow-witted friend, she would have been put on a no-fly list. She wouldn't have been able to leave. So she's in Kuwait, not by choice. She's in Kuwait through procrastination, defiance, a belief she is above repercussions, and bad timing. She's in Kuwait. She's scared, but, well, there is no but. She's in Kuwait. She's scared. She's stuck. She cannot make money. And an inability to make money means an inability to fuel her addiction. She's living off last month's paycheck very soon, which is May's, which was a big one because of all the donations and stuff. But what if that got frozen as part of the investigation? Because this is money that was gotten illegally in the eyes of the Kuwaiti authorities. What if May's paycheck, which is due in the third week of June, doesn't arrive? What if it's frozen because it's ill-gotten gains? Oh, that's a thought. What if that check doesn't even come through? I mean, end of July, they're going to have nothing because they haven't earned anything in June. But the money that they got in May, the money that was got illegally, that they're relying on to arrive in their bank accounts within the next week, what if that's been frozen? Oh, I've had an epiphany. Oh, my mum's just messaged to me. Anyway, I got all excited about that. So yes, Foodie, if you're watching, I am salivating at the thought of your demise. I can't think of anything more glorious to take my mind off the fact that I've had some shit happen and things have very unexpectedly become slightly more stressful in my house. But we're all adjusting to each other. If you know, you know. So, Foodie is still in Kuwait. Life is going on as forward, and the only thing that can put a dent in this otherwise perfect ending to over a decade of debauchery, depravity, depressive content, and just vileness would be the Kuwaiti authorities not, fulfilling their side of the bargain. But given the amount of crimes that Foodie has videotaped herself, God, I sound old. Is it still called taping anymore? Because we don't use tapes. I guess it's recording, isn't it? Yes. Anyway, if Kuwait fails to live up to its end, things are going to be more of a whimper. But given how Foodie looks at the moment, some people are saying, well, it's obvious she's high, given the enormity of her eyelids. Excuse me, I am choking on nothing. She is swollen. She is yellow. She looks like death. Or the lead up to death. Death is slightly paler. We might end up with a whimper in terms of legalities, but we did have a quite spectacular month coming up in July and August of being so fundamentally, catastrophically fucked financially that in itself would be quite interesting. Anyway, that's the point I was trying to make. Too long, didn't read, she's still in Kuwait. This is for people who are actually legitimately interested in anything to do with me and my cats. So you can log off if you want. I understand. Now, as you all know, I have very recently acquired an additional 2 cats. And it's going okay. It's going okay. Toby, who's 15, very much an old man. I've stroked him a couple of times. He doesn't run off when I open my window to give them food, so that's fantastic. This morning, Talulu, who is 13, allowed me to give her a tickle while she's being fed. She didn't run away while I was putting food in the food bowl either, and she spoke to me, and she has the croakiest meow I have ever heard in my life. She sounds like some ancient entity who's been around for far, far too many centuries. A cat house wooden thing, not particularly big, is arriving today, as is a golfing umbrella. Now, golfing umbrellas are huge, but this one is designed as a mushroom shape to protect you from all angles when you're out golfing, if you were that way inclined, which I thought would be a perfect little way to shelter the cats when they're on the roof, their food from the rain, obviously, and themselves from the elements should they choose. So a huge mushroomy shaped umbrella for the cats. And I've also got them that silver foil looking insulated mattress thermal thingies you get for camping. Got that too for their little house. And everything is going to plan. I'm trying to figure out how to put something on my side of the garden so that they can get down from the fence into my actual garden easily. Cat steps are okay, but I don't think my ability to attach them to the fence nor the fence's ability to hold it is particularly good. Ladders, I had no idea how expensive ladders were. It's ridiculous. So I'm thinking the best thing is a slanted ladder shelf. So it's straight backed but goes down that and it goes boom, 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 so that there's steps. But I'm still looking into that. So the cats are doing well, actually, all things considered. I mean, they've only had one owner their entire lives. That's 15 and 13 years. Bless them.